Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. Success is not an accident. It's not a coincidence. It's a formula, a fire, a force within you. And if you got it, you know it. You feel it. So how do you know if you're one of the few, the future billionaires of the world? Let me break it down. First, you see things differently. When others accept the world as it is, you ask, how can it be better? You're obsessed with solutions. You don't complain, you create. Second, you don't wait for permission. You don't need validation. You move, you act. While others are talking, you're doing. While they sleep, you grind. You take responsibility for your wins and your losses. No excuses, no blaming. You own every outcome in your life. And let's talk about failure. Oh, you're going to fail again and again. But here's the difference. You don't break. You learn. You get back up, stronger, sharper, wiser. Because failure, that's just tuition for success. People doubt you, good, let them. Because you're not here for approval, you're here for results. You have a vision so big, most people can't even comprehend it. That's their problem, not yours. And when things get tough, when the pressure is on, when the world is against you, do you fold? Do you run? No. You stand, you rise. Because you know what's coming. Obsessive curiosity isn't just about asking questions. It's about never being satisfied with the answers. It's that relentless need to know why things work the way they do, how they can be better, and what nobody else is seeing. It's a hunger that doesn't fade. It keeps you up at night, diving into books, interviews, documentaries, anything that can give you an edge. You don't just accept what's in front of you, you challenge it. When someone tells you that's how it's always been done, you see it as an invitation to disrupt. You see patterns where others see chaos. You notice opportunities and problems before anyone else even realizes they exist. You don't just watch the world move, you analyze every step it takes. And it's not just about business or money. You study people, you learn how they think, how they react, what drives them. You dissect trends before they become mainstream. You pay attention to details that others ignore because you understand that knowledge, true, deep, insightful knowledge, is the ultimate weapon. This kind of curiosity makes you dangerous. It makes you unpredictable because while others are comfortable in what they know, you're already 5 steps ahead, exploring what's next. It's why the greats never stop learning. It's why the best never settle. They aren't just interested in knowing more, they're obsessed with it. Unbreakable work ethic isn't just about working hard, it's about working so relentlessly that people start to wonder if you ever stop. It's waking up earlier than everyone else and staying up later, not because you have to, but because you can't stop until the job is done. It's pushing through exhaustion, pushing past doubt, pushing beyond what's reasonable, because you know that reasonable doesn't build empires. Most people work when they feel like it. You work whether you feel like it or not. Discipline runs your life, not motivation. When others slow down, you speed up. When they get comfortable, you get hungrier. When they quit, you keep going. Because for you, this isn't just about success. It's about proving to yourself that there are no limits. And the truth is, this kind of work ethic isn't glamorous, it's lonely, it's waking up before the sun, grinding in silence while the world is asleep, it's missing parties, skipping vacations, sacrificing comfort for progress. But while they're resting, you're building. While they're complaining, you're executing. The difference between you and them, they wait for opportunities, you create them. They look for shortcuts, you put in the work. And when success finally comes, they'll call you lucky, but you'll know the truth. You earned it. Every late night, every early morning, every sacrifice, it all added up. Because in the end, the one who refuses to be outworked is the one who wins. Risk tolerance isn't just about taking chances. It's about being comfortable with uncertainty, about making bold moves when everyone else is too scared to act. It's understanding that there's no reward without risk, and that playing it safe is the fastest way to stay average. The difference between those who win big and those who watch from the sidelines, one is willing to jump when the other hesitates. Most people want guarantees. They want to know that everything will work out before they take the first step. But you don't need certainty. You create it. You know that every risk carries a lesson, whether you win or lose. If you succeed, you grow. If you fail, you still grow because you gain experience that makes you sharper, smarter, and more resilient. The real risk isn't taking action. The real risk is staying still, watching opportunities pass by because fear held you back, regretting the things you didn't do, the ideas you didn't chase, the chances you let slip away. That's what keeps you up at night. Not failure, but inaction. You know that every great success story is built on a foundation of risks that others were too afraid to take. You don't wait for the perfect moment because you understand there is no such thing. You bet on yourself when no one else does. You walk into uncertainty with confidence, knowing that whatever happens, you have the mindset, the work ethic, and the resilience to handle it, and that's why, in the end, you'll come out on top. Vision beyond the present is the ability to see what doesn't exist yet and believe in it so deeply that it feels real before anyone else can even imagine it. It's looking past today's limitations and understanding that the future belongs to those who create it. While others are focused on what's in front of them, you're focused on what's possible. You don't just react to trends, you predict them. You don't follow the wave, you build the next one. You understand that true success isn't about where you are right now, but about where you're headed. That means making moves that might not make sense to the average person. It means sacrificing short-term comfort for long-term impact. It means taking criticism from people who can't see what you see, but standing firm anyway because you know what's coming. Most people only believe in something when they can see it. You believe first, then you make it real. That's why the greats always seem crazy at first. Every innovator, every game changer, every billionaire was once the person people doubted. But the difference? They didn't need external validation. They didn't wait for permission. They trusted their vision, and they built toward it every single day. You understand that the world moves fast, and those who cling to the present get left behind. You're always looking ahead, thinking bigger, pushing further, because the future isn't something you wait for, it's something you design. Resilience under pressure isn't about avoiding struggles. It's about thriving in them. It's about standing tall when the weight of the world is pressing down on you, refusing to break when everything around you is telling you to give up. Pressure isn't your enemy. It's your proving ground. It's where you separate yourself from the rest. Most people crack when things get tough. They panic, they complain, they fold. But you lock in. You find another gear. When the situation gets harder, you get stronger. You don't run from challenges, you embrace them because you know that pressure creates diamonds. You understand that the greatest rewards come to those who can take the hits and keep moving forward. Setbacks don't shake you. Failures don't define you. When the plan falls apart, you don't waste time feeling sorry for yourself. You adapt, you adjust, you push forward with even more intensity. While others drown in self-doubt, you remind yourself why you started in the first place. You refuse to let circumstances dictate your destiny. You understand that success isn't about avoiding adversity, it's about mastering it. Life will test you, business will test you, people will doubt you. But every time you rise after being knocked down, you become more unstoppable. Resilience isn't just about survival, it's about using every challenge as fuel to go even further. Laser focus is the ability to lock in on your goal with such intensity that nothing, not distractions, not doubts, not even failures, can pull you off course. It's seeing your vision so clearly that every action, every decision, every ounce of energy is directed toward making it real. While others get caught up in noise, you stay locked on the signal. Most people drift. They start something, then get distracted. They chase too many things at once, never fully committing to one path. But you move with precision. You cut out anything that doesn't serve your mission. You don't waste time on meaningless conversations, pointless arguments, or things that don't push you forward. Your focus is a weapon, and you sharpen it daily. There will be temptations, opportunities that seem good but aren't great. There will be people who try to pull you in different directions, telling you what you should do instead of what you must do. But you've already made your decision. You know that greatness doesn't come from doing 100 things halfway. You're locked in. Distractions don't stand a chance. Your mind is clear. Your energy is directed. You don't let failures shake your confidence because you're too focused on what's next. While others hesitate, you execute. While they lose sight of their goals, you stay locked on yours. Because you understand that success doesn't go to the busiest person, it goes to the most focused one. Extreme ownership means taking full responsibility for everything in your life, your wins, your losses, your choices, and your circumstances. It means refusing to blame others, refusing to make excuses, and refusing to wait for someone else to fix your problems. When something goes wrong, you don't point fingers, you point at yourself and ask, what could I have done better? Most people avoid accountability. They look for someone else to take the fall. They blame the economy, their boss, their team, their upbringing, anything but themselves. But you don't operate like that. If your business fails, it's on you. If your project doesn't succeed, it's on you. If your team isn't performing, it's on you. That mindset doesn't weigh you down, it frees you, because the moment you take full ownership, you take full control. This level of responsibility forces you to level up. It forces you to become sharper, more disciplined, more relentless. There's no safety net, no backup plan where you can shift the blame. That means you make better decisions, you learn faster, you grow stronger, because you have to. Extreme ownership isn't just about fixing problems, it's about preventing them before they even happen. It's about setting a higher standard for yourself and those around you. It's about making sure that no matter what happens, you are the one in control of your destiny. Because at the end of the day, success doesn't belong to those who wait. It belongs to those who own it. Magnetic leadership isn't about titles or authority. It's about energy, influence, and the ability to make people believe in something bigger than themselves. It's walking into a room and commanding attention without saying a word. It's leading not by force, but by example. People don't follow you because they have to. They follow you because they want to. Most people think leadership is about telling others what to do. It's not. It's about showing them what's possible. It's about setting the standard so high that they feel inspired to rise with you. It's about carrying yourself with a level of confidence and conviction so strong that people trust you, even when the path isn't clear. A true leader doesn't demand respect, they earn it. They don't just give orders. They listen, they learn, they adapt. They understand that leadership isn't about being the loudest person in the room. It's about being the most consistent. It's about making the tough calls, standing firm in the face of adversity, and never asking someone to do something they wouldn't do themselves. People gravitate towards strength, vision, and certainty. They want to be led by someone who knows where they're going. That's why the most powerful leaders don't just have followers. They build movements. They create momentum so strong that people don't just support their vision, they become part of it. Because true leadership isn't about power, it's about influence. And influence, that changes everything. Resourcefulness is the ability to make something out of nothing, to find solutions where others see dead ends, to turn obstacles into opportunities. It's about knowing that no matter what's in front of you, lack of money, lack of connections, lack of experience, you will find a way. Because the truth is, success isn't about having the perfect circumstances. It's about having the mindset that says, I'll figure it out. Most people wait for the right conditions before they take action. They say, I don't have enough money, I don't know the right people, I don't have the skills. But you move forward anyway. If you don't have the knowledge, you learn. If you don't have the funds, you leverage what you do have. If the door is locked, you build your own. You understand that limitations only exist for those who accept them, but you don't accept limits, you challenge them. You look at problems differently. You don't complain, you create. You don't stop at no, you find another way to make it yes. The most successful people in the world weren't handed a perfect situation, they made it perfect. They took what they had, no matter how little, and maximized it. They didn't wait for resources, they became resourceful. Because in the end, it's not about what you start with, it's about what you do with it. Mastering leverage is about understanding how to multiply your time, energy, and resources to achieve results far greater than what you could accomplish alone. It's about working smarter, not just harder. The most successful people don't rely solely on their own efforts. They build systems, use other people's expertise, and make every move count. Most people think success is about grinding endlessly, but you know better. You know it's about positioning. It's about asking, how can I get 10 times the result with half the effort? It's about using capital, technology, and networks to create exponential returns. Instead of doing everything yourself, you delegate, automate, and systematize. Instead of trading time for money, you build assets that generate money while you sleep. Leverage isn't just about business, it's about life. It's about surrounding yourself with the right people, those who elevate your thinking and push you to higher levels. It's about using knowledge, mentors, and other people's experiences to avoid mistakes and move faster. It's about understanding that every decision, every action, and every connection can be a force multiplier if used correctly. You don't settle for linear growth. You play the game differently. While others are busy working in their business, you're working on it, structuring it to run without you. While others rely on brute force, you focus on efficiency. Because true power doesn't come from how hard you work, it comes from how well you leverage every opportunity around you. Relentless execution is the difference between those who talk about success and those who achieve it. It's the ability to take an idea, a vision, a goal, and turn it into reality through sheer determination and action. It's about eliminating hesitation, crushing procrastination, and refusing to let anything stand in the way of progress. Most people get stuck in planning mode. They wait for the perfect moment, the perfect conditions, the perfect strategy. But you move. You adjust as you go. You understand that no plan survives first contact with reality. So instead of overthinking, you take action. You don't wait for motivation. You rely on discipline. You don't waste time asking, what if? You focus on what's next. Execution is about consistency. It's about waking up every day and putting in the work no matter how you feel. It's about doing the small things that no one claps for, the behind-the-scenes effort that compounds into something unstoppable. It's understanding that success isn't built in one big move. It's built in the thousands of small, relentless steps that most people aren't willing to take. You don't make excuses. You don't get paralyzed by failure. If something doesn't work, you learn, adjust, and go again, faster, stronger, smarter. While others are still thinking, you've already made your next move. Because at the end of the day, ideas are worthless without execution. And the one who executes with relentless intensity, that's the one who wins. Unshakable confidence isn't arrogance, it's certainty. It's knowing deep in your core that you are built for this, that no challenge is too big, that no obstacle can break you. It's not just believing in yourself when things are going well. It's standing firm when everything is falling apart, when the odds are stacked against you, when nobody else can see the vision you're chasing. Most people wait for validation before they believe in themselves. They need approval, reassurance, a green light from the world before they take action. But you don't wait for permission. You don't need anyone to tell you that you're capable. You move with conviction because you know who you are. You know what you bring to the table, and when you walk into a room, people feel that energy before you even say a word. Confidence isn't built on words, it's built on preparation, experience, and relentless action. It comes from doing the hard work when no one is watching, from proving to yourself over and over again that you can handle whatever comes your way. It's why you don't crumble under pressure, why failure doesn't shake you, why doubt doesn't paralyze you. Because no matter what happens, you trust yourself to figure it out. And that trust, that's what makes you unstoppable. While others hesitate, you step forward. While they second guess, you execute. Because confidence isn't about knowing everything. It's about knowing that whatever happens, you will rise, you will adapt, and you will win. Passion that ignites others isn't just enthusiasm. It's a fire so intense that people can feel it when they're around you. It's the kind of energy that makes others believe, that pulls them in, that makes them want to be part of something bigger. When you speak, they don't just hear your words, they feel your conviction. They see the way your eyes light up, the way you refuse to back down, the way you chase your vision with everything you've got. Most people are lukewarm about what they do. They go through the motions, they show up, but there's no life in it. But you move differently. You operate with a level of intensity that separates you from the rest. You don't just work, you pour yourself into your craft. You don't just show up, you set the standard. And that kind of passion, it's contagious. It makes people believe in possibilities they never considered. It makes them want to push harder, dream bigger. Passion alone isn't enough, but when it's combined with relentless action, it becomes unstoppable. It gives you endurance when things get tough, keeps you moving when logic says to quit. It makes people rally behind you, not because they have to, but because they want to. This isn't just about success, it's about impact. The greatest leaders, the most successful entrepreneurs, the true game changers all have one thing in common. Their passion doesn't just drive them, it fuels everyone around them. Because real passion isn't just about what you feel, it's about what you ignite in others. The ability to adapt is what separates those who survive from those who dominate. It's the skill that keeps you ahead, the mindset that allows you to turn setbacks into setups for something greater. The world is constantly shifting, markets change, technology evolves, challenges appear out of nowhere. And while most people panic, freeze, or resist, you adjust, you pivot, you evolve. Most people cling to what's comfortable. They refuse to change because change is uncomfortable, unpredictable. But you understand that comfort is the enemy of growth. You know that what worked yesterday won't necessarily work tomorrow. You don't fight the tide, you learn how to ride the wave. You don't waste time complaining about what's different. You figure out how to win in the new reality. Adaptability isn't about abandoning your vision. It's about being flexible in your approach. It's about staying open-minded, learning fast, and moving even faster. It's about being sharp enough to recognize when a strategy needs adjusting and fearless enough to make the change. When obstacles arise, you don't see them as roadblocks, you see them as redirections. You don't get stuck on how you thought things would go, you focus on how to make them work. The most successful people aren't the ones who have everything figured out from the start. They're the ones who stay fluid, who keep improving, who embrace the unknown with confidence. Because in a world that never stops changing, those who refuse to adapt get left behind, but those who master adaptation, they own the future. Never being satisfied isn't about ingratitude. It's about an unshakable hunger for more. It's the mindset that says, no matter how far I've come, I can go further. No matter what I've achieved, there's still another level. It's understanding that success isn't a destination, it's a never-ending climb. And the moment you start feeling comfortable is the moment you stop growing. Most people hit a milestone and slow down. They get a taste of success and start coasting, but you refuse to settle. You celebrate the victory, but you're already thinking about the next move. You don't let one win make you complacent, because you know there's always another mountain to climb, another skill to master, another opportunity to chase. This mindset isn't about greed, it's about purpose. It's about knowing that your potential is limitless, that there's always more impact to make, more lives to change, more greatness to unlock. It's about competing with yourself every single day, pushing past yesterday's limits and setting a new standard that even you have to stretch to reach. The greats never stop. They don't get comfortable. They don't look around for permission to go bigger. They stay hungry, relentless, obsessed with what's possible. Because for those who are built for greatness, satisfaction isn't the goal, elevation is. The difference between those who dream of success and those who live it isn't luck, it isn't talent, it isn't connections. It's relentless execution, it's obsessive focus, it's the refusal to accept anything less than greatness. Every single trait we've talked about, the hunger, the resilience, the adaptability, the leadership, these aren't just words, they're the foundation of who you must become. You weren't built for mediocrity. You weren't put here to blend in, to settle, to move through life without purpose. You are here to dominate, to create, to inspire, to push past every limitation and prove not just to the world but to yourself that you are capable of something extraordinary. There will be obstacles, there will be doubters, there will be moments when everything inside you wants to slow down, take a break, play it safe, and that's exactly when you double down. That's when you remind yourself why you started. That's when you lock in and go harder than ever. Because the future isn't waiting for you to be ready, it's waiting for you to take it. So go all in, stay obsessed, keep pushing until your vision is no longer a dream, but a reality so big the world has to take notice. Because that's what future billionaires do. And if that's who you're meant to be, prove it.